Oh my God!
Good morning. George is on the scene in Florida where another community is in disbelief.
I was in class with students from my math class. A fire alarm went off, and we were about to evacuate. And as we did, some of the kids heard the shots go off, and we heard code red. 6 kids managed to get back in the room. I had to close my door, and then about 20 minutes later, we realized it was really real.
This image, one that has become all too familiar. Students evacuating with their hands up.
Enough is enough.
Nearly 500,000 people are preparing to march on the nation's capital this weekend to fight for gun control and school safety measures, and many of those marching will be students. The event follows last week's nationwide walkout in response to 17 people killed during the school shooting in Parkland, Florida.
Now, whether you like the kids or like what they're saying, and you may, but you should be opposed to this, because kids should not be used to advance political agendas, anyone's. Why? Because they're children. They're not old enough to have the perspective that adults do. That's why we don't let them vote or drink, or if today's protesters have their way, buy guns.
Joining us now are 2 of the leaders of the #NeverAgain movement, David Hogg and Emma Gonzalez. Welcome to you both. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Emma, I want to ask you about that speech that you delivered in the days after the shooting. I call it the "we call BS" speech, because you called BS on a number of issues. And at one point during the speech, you said that we are the children, we are the students that you're going to be reading about in your textbooks.
We normally would start at 7:25. Your first period will start at 9:25.
Oh, wow.
But your first, I'm not done. Your first period class is only 25 minutes. So you need to listen, okay? After first period, we're going to have that extended advisory due to the national walkout movement. You really need to understand what's going on during that time frame. They are taking attendance in advisory. Listen up, Matt. We are taking attendance at the start of advisory, and we are taking attendance again at the end of advisory. So please make sure you listen carefully to the announcements this morning. All of your classes are different minutes today. It's not equal across the board because we had to sit in the walkout and we had to get lunches in. So just be prepared to understand and listen when they do the announcements. Third and fourth period are about an hour long, and second period will be slightly shorter. So it's a normal day as far as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I guess you don't want to hear anymore. Have a great day.
I think it's good that students are speaking up, especially because you shouldn't be afraid to go to a place that's usually considered safe to learn. It's hard to learn when you're distracted by the thought of something happening that you have no control over.
I don't know if it will do anything, but I'm just going to do it and see how good reactions. Yeah, it definitely won't do anything directly, but I think the whole concept of it helps just to show that everyone's in it together and want change.
I think that as long as it's for honoring the victims and trying to pay tribute to them, I think it's a good thing. But if it's going to be turned into an issue about gun control, I don't think that it's going to do much besides cause problems.
I think that the school sponsoring it was, they're kind of trying to seem like they're fake supportive of it, when the entire point of it was to just leave school and accept one fight for it. And I don't think they're actually behind this. They just realized that they didn't reach one, they had to punish that many kids. And I think they're just doing it to pretend to be school.
I'm not going to be here, so I don't really care.
Well, personally, I think it's not going to really accomplish much, and a lot of people who are going to walk out are mostly just walking out because they don't want to be in school. And I think that now that it's interrupting the academic schedule, it's kind of a shame, especially with the 2-hour delay, and now you have an unequal amount of time for different classes, robbing the learning experience.
I think that it's super awesome that students get to kind of take a stand for what they believe in, whether it's for or against gun control or honoring students.
We're fighting something that's nationwide, and
global, I'd say, to a degree. So it's certainly important to do what we can now as students, and we're the next demographic to be voters, and that's something that's pretty powerful. So people need to keep in mind that being peaceful and fighting for change in ways that are not ignorant and violent are the best way to go about things. So that's what we're trying to do here.
I'll be hanging with the trees, you'll be outside of my reach. We can talk again in winter. Whistle Dixie for the crows, feel the ground and decompose. Grab my limb and get a splinter. Lost your watch but found your way. Woke up late again today. Burned your hand and got a blister. Read the news and checked the date. Slow it down, it's not a race. Back and forth, just take the picture. Penmanship's a native tongue. Feed the pigeons and the doves. Runny nose, your fingers shiver. I'll be blowing in the breeze. You'll be outside of my reach. We can talk again next winter. With no particular place. With no particular pace. Today weather's great, let's misbehave. Tear our clothes and carve our names. We can talk again in winter. I read the news and checked the date. Slowed it down, it's not a race. Back and forth, take the picture. Out of ink and in the trash, aluminum, broken glass. Fresh cut flowers near the window. Penmanship's a native tongue for the pigeons and the doves. Runny nose, your fingers shiver. With no particular pace. With no particular pace. Today. With no particular pace. With
Number 16, Carmen Shentra. Carmen was 16 years old, was a standout student. In September, she was named a National Merit Scholarship semifinalist.
no particular pace. Today, come and find me upside down, out of tune.